Hello, y'all. Let's get Daniel to scamper on over here.
See,
Oh,
told you.
don't. Come
He has
on.
to
We
act
got.
like the camera's following him.
Come on.
Well, we did a thing.
Yeah.
Mason did a thing.
Yeah, we finally made the hats after it took like 3. No, we ain't even been up for 3 months. It took a hot minute for these patches to come in, and then ran to the Hobby Lobby to just slap them on some hats. And English is not my fan today.
Yeah, we kind of were delayed for like the past 3 weeks.
Yeah, 3 weeks.
Like we
got snowed in twice, and then y'all kept not showing up.
Yeah, she got
Y'all
sick.
kept it not showing up.
Don't judge me.
So it's been a bit of an interesting past 3 weeks.
A bit.
Yeah, okay, a lot. But how was y'all's week this week?
Good so far.
Yep. Anything special happen?
The hats.
Hats.
And
anything with you?
He was not done.
I was just gonna say picture day today.
Oh.
Well, I finished my college class. I got a good email. And that's basically it. My room's a disaster. Somebody on here needs to comment and tell me to clean my room.
You have 2 people sitting right next to you. Just clean your room.
No and no. If it's from somebody else and they make me feel bad about it, then I will.
I'm just gonna get the anonymous account out.
Yeah.
That or Joseph's, the Joe King.
You're joking.
Was that a pun? That was a pun.
It's from Barbie.
That was a...
So, Ecclesiastes, starting in that.
Yeah.
Or at least want to try to.
You read from the title. We don't got too long, but we're going to start the book of Ecclesiastes today.
Let's see if Kaydence can comprehend any of it.
You okay?
She's ashamed by her not being able to comprehend poetry.
I can comprehend poetry, but today is not one of the poetry days, okay?
All right. Should I start?
Yep, you begin.
All right. For those online, I'm using New Living Translation. Let's start. Ecclesiastes 1. There are the words of the teacher, King David's son, who ruled in Jerusalem. Everything is meaningless, says the teacher. Completely meaningless. What do people get for all their hard work under the sun? Generations come and generations go, but the earth never changes. The sun rises and the sun sets, then hurries around to rise again. The wind blows south and then turns north. Around it goes, blowing in circles. Rivers into the sea, but the sea is never full. Then the waters return again to the rivers and flows out again into the sea. Everything is wearisome, beyond description. No matter how much we see, we are never satisfied. No matter how much we hear, we are never content. History merely repeats itself. It has all been done before. Nothing under the sun is truly new. Sometimes people say, here is something new, but actually it is old. Nothing is ever truly new. We don't remember what happened in the past, and in the future generations, no one will remember what we are doing now. I, the teacher, was king of Israel, and I live in Jerusalem. I devoted myself to search for understanding and explore by wisdom everything is being done under heaven. I soon discovered that God has dealt a tragic existence to the human race. I observe everything under the sun, and really it is all meaningless, like chasing the wind. What is wrong cannot be made right. What is missing cannot be recovered. I said to myself, look, I am wiser than any of the kings who ruled in Jerusalem before me. I have greater wisdom and knowledge more than any of them. That was a notification. I forgot that did that. Yeah. So I set out to learn everything from wisdom to madness to folly. But I learned firsthand that pursuing all this is like chasing the wind. The greater my wisdom, the greater my grief. To increase knowledge only increases sorrow. Excuse me?
Somebody's talking.
Started to read.
Oh.
I want you guys to see this from my perspective. Mason, why don't you go ahead and read that first verse again?
These are the words of the teacher, King David's son.
Second verse.
Everything is meaningless, says the teacher. Completely meaningless.
I'm reading in KJV, so I see Vanity of vanities,
That's what
says
mine
the
say.
preacher. Vanity of vanities, all is vanity.
I lost Mason like 4 times because I'm like, what are these?
I kept track, but
I'm not going to try and read in KJV.
KJV is good. I think I got in KJV.
that's what I thought.
Still, it's just the hear ye's and hear yo's.
It's not that
That's
bad.
KJV.
Yeah.
Whatever. Vanity of vanities, what's easier to understand? Vanity of vanities or everything is meaningless. That's straight to the point.
Yes, but this makes me feel special.
At least I comprehend it. No wonder you hate poetry. You're reading it in ancient.
But I did think it was neat though that it mentioned that nothing is new.
Yeah.
And I mean, if studying history and all that literally proves itself, history repeats itself.
Yeah.
What, Benjamin Franklin said that? Yeah.
The thing that stuck out, well, originally it caught my attention. I got stuck on it for a little bit. Where is it? Something is happening with those doors.
Something is also happening with the wind outside. If you guys don't already know, we're under tornado warning. I'm joking.
Oh, we are?
No, I'm joking. We are not. We just have really strong winds at the moment.
There was a tornado last night. No, I was wrong. It was just like whole house shaking. And having
That was literally just
an
rain.
insane 2 sisters. that
Yeah,
are dancing
we've got 2 little girls outside watching us.
Well,
I can't find it here, but it said history repeats itself.
Yeah.
I wonder if that was like the actual translation or if it that's how we ended up translating it.
What verse?
I couldn't find it.
Let him say it. Yeah, no, I mean, it's a really true statement that has passed from history to history, from history to history. That makes sense. And now we have an insane audience. If I was at the camera, I would show you what I see.
Unfortunately, we're not.
Hold on, wait, I'm
But
gonna take a
they
quick
are
snap of
dancing
this and-
like it is.
Yeah, and then we'll throw up what we're seeing later.
Oh, no.
Oh,
No.
no.
Oh, he's
Is he?
coming. Never mind. He changed his mind. Oh, one of them might. Nope, never mind.
And then she scurries away.
I just want to let him know he's getting a mustache tonight's service.
Who is?
My dad. I'm giving. Well, I guess he already has it. I'm making him bald. And yes, I can do that. I will make him bald tonight.
Hey, you know how you remember clean your room? My mother. Clean your room, Kaydence. Jesus knows.
Thank you. I will do that. Probably not tonight because I will be here tonight, but potentially
Excuses.
tomorrow.
Who wants to read chapter 2?
Not it.
Why did you
Oh,
read
sorry.
an entire chapter? You could have broken it up.
It's 12 chapters. We can at least get half of it done
Yeah,
in
that's
the
Why
time
would
we
we?
have.
chapter.
Okay, wait. Are we going to go over chapter 1 or are we just going to read it?
Summarize. So he don't like much. He says everything is meaningless. We're on here literally just to die.
Not a
He-
happy fellow.
He isn't. No, not optimistic at all.
Yeah. That's not accurate. The book of Ecclesiastes. The entire book is just super sad.
I think I've read it before. It ends up kind of lightening up in the middle, and then it's right back down the hill.
He goes, "Oh, it's getting happy," and then
Yeah,
straight down.
he's like, yeah. So the sun rose today, and I got shot by an arrow.
Yep.
I do not think that happened. I just
do
don't.
not think that happened.
I
yes.
Yeah, it's made up. Anyway, second person, Ecclesiastes 2,
Hear you. Which one?
oldest to youngest.
Okay. I said in my heart, come now, I will test you with mirth. Therefore enjoy pleasure, but surely this also was in vanity. I said of laughter, badness, and of mirth, what does it accomplish? I searched in my heart how to gratify my flesh with wine, while guiding my heart with wisdom, and how to lay hold fully, till I might see what was good for the sons of men to do under heaven all the days of their lives. I made my works great. I built myself houses and planted myself vineyards. I made myself gardens and orchards, and I planted all kinds of fruit trees in them. I made myself water pools from which to water the growing trees of the grove. I acquired male and female servants and had servants born in my house. Yes, I had greater possessions of herds and flocks than all who were in Jerusalem before me. I also gathered myself silver and gold and the special treasures of kings and of the provinces. I acquired male and female singers, the delights of, and indeed, what? Yes, and indeed was all vanity and grasping for the wind. There was no profit under the sun. Take over for 12. We're switching back and forth.
So my man is like flexing on everyone. All right, you said start on 12.
Yes.
Okay. They're causing chaos again out there.
No, it's the chaos
Then
crew.
I turned myself. Oh,
it's,
sorry.
it's the chaos crew.
Yeah, it literally is.
Right?
Then I turned myself to consider wisdom and madness and folly. For what can the man do who succeeds as king? Only what he has already done. Then I saw the wisdom exceeds folly, as light excels darkness.
What
was
fell? That's not our problem.
I'm gonna go check that out really quick because actually that kind of scared me.
Yeah.
Do you see what that is?
What?
What was that?
It's probably in the sound booth.
Oh, it was your computer.
Huh.
Dang, you already broke it. You broke it more.
I left it sitting there.
Okay. Where were we? He really is.
Leave.
I'm gonna set this in the floor.
Okay. Where was I? Verse 14 before they rudely interrupted. Started shaking things. The wise man eyes are in his head, but the fool's walks in darkness. Yet I myself perceive that the same event happened to them all. So I said in my heart, as it happened to the fool, it also happened to me. And why was I then more wise? Then I said in my heart, this is also in vanity. For there is no more remembrance of the wise and of the fool forever, since all that now will be forgotten in the days to come. And how does a wise man die? As the fool. Therefore I hated life, because the work that was done under the sun was distressing to me. For all is vanity and grasping for the wind. Yeah, you kind of just skipped that part.
I kind of skipped a few verses.
I wasn't going to call you out on it. I was just kind of...
Oh, so you were just going to completely ignore the fact that I accidentally forgot some parts.
It was like, what, 5 verses?
3.
No, I'm just 3.
Anyway, passing on. Kaydence.
Okay, wow.
Verse 19.
Okay. And who knows whether he will be wise or a fool? Yet he will rule over all my labor in which I toiled, in which I have shown myself wise under the sun. This is also vanity. Therefore I turned my heart and despaired of all the labor in which I had toiled under the sun. For there is a man whose labor is with wisdom, knowledge, and skill, yet he must leave his heritage to a man who has not labored for it. This is also vanity, and a great evil. For what has a man for all of his labor, and for the striving of his heart, with which of his toiled under the sun? For all his days are sorrowful, and his work
Burdensome.
That's going in one of those videos, okay. Even in the night, his heart takes no rest. This is also vanity. He's saying that a lot. Nothing is better for a man than what he should eat and drink, and that his soul should enjoy good in his labor. This also I saw was from the hand of God. For who can eat or who can have enjoyment more than I? For God gives wisdom and knowledge and joy to a man who is good in his sight. But to the sinner he gives work and gathering and collecting, that he may give to him who is good before God. This also is vanity and grasping for the wind.
Editor, throw up how many times he says vanity. For those watching in live, you won't be able to see it.
AKA, he is vanity.
Vanity.
AKA, he is editor. I don't know what is going on. It's vanity.
It's that poetry. It's really hating you.
It's vanity.
Turn your brain to scrambled eggs.
With the title.
I'm going to dream of vanity tonight.
So at the start of it, he's like, everything's worthless. He kind of gets into the why it's worthless, right?
Everything
like,
he has.
Well, like, number 2, it's like, very beginning, he's like, I have this, I have this, I have this, I have this. Like, I had possessions, I had growing trees of the grove, I acquired male and female servants, and I had swords board.
Yeah, he's like, I have so much comfort, but it's worthless.
Yeah, like,
it's
he's
meaningless.
like, I'm loaded.
It's vanity.
But it doesn't really change anything.
Yeah.
And then continuing on, he's talking about, let's see where it is. Then I turned myself to consider wisdom and madness and folly. For what can the man do who succeeds a king? Only what he has already done. I went too And then he's talking about the wise and the fools.
Yeah.
And then how does the wise man die? As the fool. We all
Die.
will die. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of the understanding. Man, this guy really was depressed.
That, or he just like figured it all out, and he's like,
Okay.
He's the definition of the chill guy meme.
It's like, it doesn't really matter, so I'm gonna just be over here eating apples off a tree that's completely fresh. But yeah, y'all's bread that has maggots in it.
It's like, yeah, so I'm loaded. I have like a ton of service under me. But I'm chill. I'm happy. Life's good.
It's gotta be on like some form of blasphemous, right?
Yeah, that's a whole new level of it.
See how quick we get kicked off.
You kidding? YouTube would only like that.
Chapter 3, I'm assuming?
Yeah. Who wants to begin?
I guess I will.
All right.
There is time for everything, and a season for every activity under the heavens. A time to be born and a time to die. A time to plant and a time to uproot. A time to kill and a time to heal. A time to tear down and a time to build. A time to weep and a time to laugh. A time to mourn and a time to dance. That's a lot of time.
There's more.
I really need to get this guy through art.
A time to scatter stones and a time to gather them. A time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing. A time to search and a time to give up. A time to keep and a time to throw away. A time to tear and a time to mend. A time to be silent and a time to speak. A time to love and a time to hate. A time for war and a time for peace. What? He's got too much time.
So we've got time and we've got vanity. What else can we get?
Editor, throw many times he mentioned time. Let's say this chapter alone.
What do workers gain from their toil? I have seen their burden God has laid on the human race. He has made everything beautiful in its time. He has also set eternity for the human heart, yet no one can fathom what God has done from the beginning to end. I know that there is nothing better for people to be rich and to do good while they live. That each of them may eat and drink and find satisfaction in their toil. This is the gift of God. I know that everything God does will endure forever. Nothing can be added to it and nothing can be taken away from it. God does it so that people will fear him. Whatever it has already been and what it has been before, and God will call it to pass to account. And I saw something else under the sun. In the place of judgment, wickedness was there. In the place of justice, wickedness was there. I said to myself, God will bring judgment, both righteousness and wicked. For there will be a time for every activity and a time to judge every dead. Julie just came in here like a bull in a china shop.
Julie, what's going on?
I think she's being hunted.
And please leave.
Don't be rude. She can sit in here.
Don't be loud, at least.
Yes.
Please, and thank you. I also said to myself, as for humans, God tests them so that they may see that they are like the animals. Surely the fate of the human beings is that of the animals. The same fate awaits them both. As one dies, so does the other. We all have the same breath, humans having no advantage over animals. Everything is meaningless. There he goes again. All go to the same place. We all come from dust, and to dust we all return. Who knows if the human spirit rises upward, and if the spirit of the animal goes down to the earth? So I saw that there is nothing better for a person than to enjoy their work, because that is their lot. For who can bring them to see what happens after them?
So yeah, again, it's like this life's kind of fully useless. Like there's,
First 8 verses was just all time.
Time.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the general idea, at least from what we've been reading so far, is stops like focusing solely on earthly possessions.
Yeah.
And focus more on spiritual ones. For everything will go to dust. I mean, your family, your things you care about, your pets, all that. It's all gonna die.
There goes the wind again.
What is going
Or
on?
Julie.
They keep knocking the door.
They weren't over there.
Oh, it's maybe.
I think someone opened the door in a wind gust and the pressure, and
They keep slamming the door. Anyway.
Audience, what do you have to say about time? That's it. That is great. I hope you guys read that. He said there's not a lot of it.
Well, unless you're in Ecclesiastes 3 and you read 8 verses, all it is about time.
Yeah. But, I mean, realistically, how long is time?
No.
What kind of theological question was that?
Like, what is this life compared to the life of eternity? I mean, this isn't even like a grain of sand. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're saying you want to end early to get...
Yeah.
Okay.
We did 3 chapters, and that's an odd number, but it's a number that to me is even because it's right there. If we do 4, then I'm going to get really upset. So...
Is it because it's easier to multiply it by to get 12? Same. The 3. It's an odd number, but you say it's even. Is it because you can use it to multiply to get to 12? You can also do that with 4.
I don't know what
Heck, I can do that with 6.
And 1.
I was just talking about ending it at 3 and then doing another 3 verses next time, or 2. Yep. Chapters. Anyways, I'm hungry. That's the whole, food.
I guess start scampering over there, Daniel.
I'm sorry, guys.
Hopefully again on Friday, unless we get snowed in.
I hope you guys have had a great week. We will see you guys probably Friday.
Hopefully. If we don't get snowed in or if one of these don't bug out. Anyway, God bless. We'll see y'all later.